Hello, beautiful people. Happy Thursday night. I know we're working on symptoms leading to relapse, but I'm going to talk a little first. First thing is, I'm supposed to have a new episode out for you in the morning, and I've been looking for over 2 weeks for the recording that I had with my wife of a sex addict, and I think the iCloud sucked it up or something. It's just not here. I've been struggling with this computer, actually, and it kept saying free up hard space or whatever. So I don't know if I deleted it. It doesn't look like it, but I can't figure out how to retrieve it. So I don't think there's going to be a new episode tomorrow, at least not a new weekly episode. You're still stuck with me twice a day. The other thing that has been happening before I get into our topic tonight is I discovered a different podcast and concept about recovery that has nothing to do with 12 steps. So I just started researching it, but I can't wait to see what I uncover. And of course, I'll share it with you because, again, I'm not here to advocate 12 steps. I'm here to advocate people getting better. That's pretty much my mission. So I'm very curious and intrigued by what I'm about to learn. So I will keep you posted. All right. Tonight's symptom is frustration. So these are things that are happening that could lead to relapse if we're feeling these kind of ways. So frustration at people and also because things may not be going our way. Remember, everything is not going to be just the way you want it. I'm chuckling because I think I mentioned that sometimes it's pretty obvious when someone is going to go back out by their behavior and actions. And I feel like there's someone, there's a couple someones in my life that I can see the frustration, and there's a lot of frustration going on right now. And I could totally see how it could transition into going back to betting, drinking, whatever. So the question really is, how do we avoid that frustration if we don't want to go back? If we don't want to go back, how do we get in a different mindset? How do we cure some of these symptoms or ease these symptoms? That's really what we should be thinking about. That's why we're talking about this, is if we know that by being frustrated, it could lead to us making the wrong choice, how do we avoid being frustrated in the first place? And that could be the serenity prayer, like that easy. It could be the boundary conversation that we've started to have. You know, you have to draw the lines and have clear expectations with people. And if they're going to get you frustrated, this is how this damages your recovery, your abstinence, is if you get frustrated because you didn't draw that line and someone's behavior is what drives you to be frustrated, not that they make you feel frustrated, but that you're frustrated generally because of their behavior, the only thing you could do is sever that or put up those boundaries or remove whatever part of it is making you frustrated. If it's your job that's frustrating you, is there a different position you can put in for? Is there a different strategy? Is there a way to beat the boss to the punch so you don't have to suffer the wrath of them? Whatever frustrates you about your job, is it customer centric? You know, are the customers making you crazy? And that I think I would have a little fun with. It is frustrating. I've been in retail long enough to know that it could be tough, especially nowadays. It could be bonus frustrating. So what are some ways to combat that? And the first one that pops in my mind is, you know, the love and kindness philosophy. You just kill them with kindness, as people say. and feel good about yourself and doing it. There was a day I was up with a vendor in Boston, and I don't know why Marriott's don't have their Starbucks open at like normal early morning times when business people want to work, but whatever, first world problems, right? So we're all in line waiting for the Starbucks to open, and the vendor went to go check out the room or do whatever. I think it was check us out. So I'm waiting in line while he's doing that. Divide and conquer makes perfect sense to me. Well, when he joins me in line, the guy behind us gets an attitude about, thinking that he's cutting versus us being together. And it's, 6:30 in the morning. Nobody's looking for a fight. Now, it got awkward because, it was the vendor and me, and I couldn't make it work. But what I really wanted to do was buy the guy's coffee, just to be like, thank you for being such a jerk. Have a good day, at the high road, so to speak. So anyways, we can get frustrated over a lot of things, and being overly nice or nice to people, even, genuine being nice, even if it isn't to the moon and back nice, can make us feel better and less frustrated. I'm trying to think of other examples. If it's frustration from COVID, from not being able to go out of the house, or frustration because, like I can't print from here, or it's the weather's been frustrating. Like there's been a lot of things that have been super frustrating about this. Some big, some small. It's frustrating to go to the supermarket and really navigate the rules and the people. And it's like a whole different universe out there. We tried to get food on Sunday, and, the rules, you had to stand far apart from each other, and you couldn't sit here, and you couldn't do this. And just those little things are frustrating. So what do we do to combat that? Some of it is just having a sense of humor. Some of it is recognizing that this will be over eventually. Almost everything will be over eventually. So it's just trying to wrap our heads around that. So if you're feeling frustrated out there, and I say this especially before the casinos open and, gambling is more of an opportunity. I get it. There's modes to gamble if you want to gamble, but how can we relieve some of the frustration so we don't have to worry about placing our next bet? That's it. It's not real homework. It's just a mindful thing. So, well, I am going to try to go learn something new tonight. Go figure, right? And support one of the girls in the classes that I have. It's her first time teaching us, and it's about techie stuff. So who knows? Maybe I'll find that file after taking her class. I'm not sure. Anyway, have a good evening. We will continue tomorrow. I think we still have quite a few of these symptoms to do, so we'll be doing that soon. Have a good evening, everybody.